keep California cowgirls from vanishing.
Welcome to the Urban Cowgirl Show, training our horses and miniature cows in ranch versatility. Penning Rusty and Susie, our bull and heifer. Roping Rusty with Morgan horse Semi. Training Eve to drive cart. Training Eve to work over her haunches with a motor cow simulator. Training Eve to lay down. Training Eve to harness, pull a log. Training Semi to harness, pull a log on turf. Jumping at Liberty to music, making our Morgan horses our partners. Training Eve on a cow roping simulator. Training on our driveway, which is covered by sand, so we have a straight track. Stepping over poles, jumping over crossbar jumps. Training in our trail obstacles area. Semi on the big steps. Morgan horse Sadie doing obstacles rainlessly.
Semi drives a cart. Sadie pulls a log. Sadie learns to pull a cart. Miniature zebu heifer Susie learns to drive a cart. Bull Rusty learns to pull a harrow. In the last session with Semi, she stepped into the obstacles ring while on lead line. In this session, we ask Semi to step into the ring with a rider in saddle.
Well, here I am, Sonia Sokolow on top of Semi in saddle. This time you're seeing our first attempt in saddle to get Semi to step her front feet into the white obstacles ring. I highlighted it again with marker paint. Let's see what she says about stopping with her front feet. A little bit of step here. Let's see what we've got. No, not quite. Whoa. No, not. But, okay, a little adjustment. She doesn't yet understand what the job is. Now her left foot is in. Let's see if I can just ever so, there, slightly get the right foot in. Now, okay, now I'm going to tell her that's the right answer. She probably doesn't really understand what I'm asking her to do, except that she knows that she's supposed to stand now. And I put her, whoops, the right foot came out. Let's see if I can get a small step. See if I can adjust. Whoop. Left foot forward. Whoop. A little more left. See, she's kind of bitey. She's kind of bitey because she's concerned. She doesn't know what I'm asking, so I'm going to start again. From a distance, she can see the white ring better. Look over her ears. Whoop. Much better. Now, Semi's usually pretty good about maneuvering her haunches for me. I'm going to look back behind my shoulder, trying to keep my body straight, trying to use ever so slight direct rein, neck rein, support rein. Let's see if I can get her to step over, disengage that hind end, and pivot over her forequarters. That's the request. That kind of answer would be the right answer. Lost the ring. Lost the ring. I'm going back out again. Whoa. Notice how I'm approaching from a different angle. Maybe she can see it better now. Whoa. Whoa. She went beyond. Let's see if I can get her to step a small step back. Look over her ear. A little bit of a tug. This is fine tuning. Little bit more on the right rear, right front. Can I get it? Go back. I'm giving a little bit of pressure, a little bit of tug on the right rein. Over her ear. Lost it on the left. But that's the name of the game. You gotta be patient, persistent. Whoop. She's in the ring, and this is a small ring. This is very challenging. Now let's see. This time, if I can get her to swing her haunches to the right. Look back. I'm going to work out here, outside of the ring, just to make sure that I can remind her what the cues are for disengaging her hind end and moving around her forequarters. So this time I'm going to look over my left. I've got spurs on, but if I touch her with the spur, it'll just be barely a touch. Whoa, that was much better. We weren't concentrating on keeping the forequarters still. So we'll keep working on it and show you our progress.
Well, here we are with Eve in the obstacles course, and we're asking Eve to step up on this platform, which is a new obstacle. So this is tips on how to train my Morgan horses to accomplish these obstacles, and I keep challenging them. Now, we did this with Eve the other day without camera on with lead line, and she was just fine. And we may have to go back to doing it with lead line on and me off the saddle. But I thought, since she was so good with the lead line, maybe we can just leap to the next step, which is, will Eve allow me to ask her to step up? Whoop, whoop, like that. Now let me see if she'll relax. Not. You see, she didn't want to stand there. She said, oh, I can do that. She stepped back up, and I want relaxation. I want that head down, bumping her down. Got just a simple snaffle on, an O-ring snaffle, back her up, and you know what? To me, that is obstacle accomplished. And I wouldn't ask her to do it again today because she did it so well. I don't want a bad experience. I'll just be repeating that request as we come back here to work on other obstacles that she's comfortable with and a few new ones. Like we did the ring the other day. Today we did the platform. A couple weeks ago we did the barrels with the piece of wood that we want to be able to pick up on one end and travel around with our horse around the barrels and bring the wood back to its starting point. But you know what? That turned out to be very challenging, and the reason is this. It requires one-handed steering, so to speak, and a lot of neck reining response. And all three of my horses need a little bit more practice, and that just takes time and repetition. Responding to a neck rein like this. Evie is responding. She's doing quite well. Whoa, whoa. Good. But you know, when she's under stress, let's turn the camera over. I'm just going to show this obstacle a little closer, but we're not going to try it today. She gets a little bit hard, and I want her to be light. Whoa. Whoa. See how good Eve was in going around the barrels without the stress of me having anything in my hand. I am using the double reins, which are helping me to keep her vertical flexion. Very good training tool.
and very easy to not use it by just dropping it on her neck. Now she got stressed just then. Probably it's the cow, the bull making its noise. Whoa, whoa. So I'm going to ask her again to walk around. I'm going to pick up the double reins. I'm going to lightly ask her to collect up. She walked forward that time. I didn't want her to. So in this obstacles area, I do the kind of exercise that you do anywhere, in an arena, and on a trail. Whoa. To get the very basics, which is a row, a back, a stand. I'm collecting her up a little bit, ever so slightly squeezing with my calves, asking for vertical flexion, sitting on my pockets, right here at a stand. Now I'm going to collect her up and try to walk out, go back to the barrels that have the board on it, and be practicing today what I would have to do if I were neck reining. Whoa, whoa, good. That was a light whoa. So I'm going to quit this lesson now. It's always a call, when do you quit? I feel like we've done enough and gotten a good answer for me.
In our next session with Semi, we worked on stepping and standing on the 2-foot by 2-foot platform with front hooves.
Brianna riding Semi, Shadrach Triton Semi. And what we're going to do today is show you the trail obstacles tips about getting a horse to step up on this platform with their front feet. We showed you with Eve the other day and she was fine. Semi may be a different story. Before I brought the camera here, Brianna told me what she tried, and she's going to tell you, and then we're going to try it using techniques to help us teach Semi how to step up on the platform, which in effect is a trail obstacle. Okay, Brianna, tell us.
So I brought Semi up via lead line up to the obstacle, and at first she wasn't interested in coming near it. I got her to take another step closer, and she investigated it, sniffing around, kind of pawing at it. I used slight pressure on the lead line to get her to come forward a little bit, and she eventually stepped right up onto the platform with one leg and then kind of bailed off to the side. We made a circle, came around and tried it again, and this time she got both feet up on the platform and just stood there for a good few seconds, and I reassured her with some petting and hand gestures, and then I got up into the saddle, and she's willing to go up to the obstacle. She's not afraid of it, but she just wants to barrel on through it and go over it. So the objective is to get her to stand on it while we're on horseback.
Right, so I suggested to Brianna, we're going to show you if this works, and if it doesn't, we'll do it a different way. We know we can teach Semi how to step up on this platform as long as she understands what is our request. I suggest that she walk up to the platform, stop, back up a few steps, walk back up to it. It's called approach retreat. Some people don't believe in that method of training. I've used it quite a bit, especially with Semi. So we're going to show you if it works this time. Go ahead, Brianna. If Semi understood that that's the request, she would do it. But let's see if we can get her to understand using some of the natural horsemanship training techniques that we've used many times in the past here at Minmore Farms, especially when we teach trail obstacles. Now, Semi is not stressed, not yet anyway. We're seeing licking of the lips. We're not seeing a bunch of tension. Now let's see if we can slowly, see, getting small steps is sometimes much harder than getting a horse to step forward in big steps. So our challenge now is step up to it, stand there for a few seconds, then just with a slight request, but we need to get her to stand in front of it. We need to make her understand what is the right answer. And if we turn off the camera, because we don't want to bore you with repetition, we'll explain to you how long it took us to repeat. Well, she thinks that just stepping over it is the right answer. We'll try it one more time. Step up to it and stop, if you can. Right up to it. Stop. Sit back on your pockets. Okay, she's a little bit nervous now. I see she's biting at her bit. The other way to approach this at this point is to just leave the camera on and get the lead line and ask her from lead line with the rider in the saddle. And we might try that too, and a different approach. Good. Nope, not yet. Be patient. Gain confidence. Give reward for the right answer. And the reward is essentially release of pressure. Instantaneous release of pressure, almost. And you know, if she wants to move, let her move within parameters of safety. She wants to move because she's just not quite sure. And remember to look over her head and not at her head. These are all training techniques that are hard to remember. But no, not going. Okay, so I'm going to turn off the camera for a minute, and I'll let you know how many minutes that is. Well, in less than a minute, with the lead line on, and me with my arm extension, explained to Semi what the right answer was, and she did it for us. So now, we're going to leave the camera on. If Brianna can't get Semi to do it without the lead line on, we'll leave the camera on and hope that we can show you what we mean. Almost. She put her foot on and then kind of slipped past.
She was going to do it though. She was ready to do it. She just overshot herself.
Yeah, Brianna's saying she thinks that Semi was willing. She just overshot a little bit. Walk around, get her mind settled again. Go out there where it's easy to walk around. Step up to it. And we did ask her to stop right in front of it. See if you can do that. And remember, when you ask her to stop, you sit on your pockets. Okay, and you just give that stop cue, but don't hang on her mouth. It's just amazing how quickly we got her to do it with the lead line, and I just sure hope we can show you. All right, I'm going to walk up there, and Brianna's going to bring her up. And we're going to put the lead line on and hope that we can show you what she did for us a few minutes ago. Get the arm extension. An arm extension, a training tool that a horse is not afraid of, is sometimes an essential tool. Okay, you put her up to the platform. Whoop. Whoop. Make nice with my tool. Whoop. Good girl, Sal. Whoop. Whoop. Very nice, Sammy. There we go. She understood what is the request. She's not afraid. A little bit of tension. Watch her mouth, biting at the bit. Good girl, Sam. She knows that she's getting reward. Let her walk away. We'll try it one more time without the lead line, and then put the lead line back on if we're not successful today without the lead line. And if that's the case, I'll bet by tomorrow we'll get it without the lead line. Weather permitting. And if it's raining tomorrow, we'll do it another day very soon. But we know we're going to get Semi to be willing to step up with her front feet on this platform, which is, about 2 by 2. And we love to do trail obstacle challenges like this, and then we love to review them because, you know, if they haven't done them for a while, it's still a challenge. Try to stop right in front. When I ask her to whoa for me, and I use my arm extension as a visual block and give her reward and make nice with my tool, it really does calm her down, and you saw that a few minutes ago. And soon she'll understand what the request is, and there she is investigating Semi very often in her trail obstacles training, wants to investigate, just like you saw. She overshot just ever so slightly again. That's okay. Try it one. She got so close. We'll try it one more time, then I'll come and put the lead line on again, and we'll quit on a good note. That's kind of important in our training. Always quit on a good note. And if you can't get your challenge that day, do something you know that you can get and quit on that note. Make sure you quit when you get the right answer to whatever request you're giving. Let me see now if we can get her to give us the right answer with the lead line. It's all right. It's all right. Let her go up. Okay, let's come back and line up again. Come on around. We can do it from this end. Yeah, let her smell. Okay, stop her. Bring that hind end over. Try to get her back in position. One rein, stop. Until she stops, making sure you have enough room for her to do it. Okay, come back over here. Oh, one's right there. Good. Whoa, very nice. Okay. Well, we successfully did it from the other direction. And that's going to be where we stop for today on teaching Semi to put her 2 front feet on the platform. And we'll show you our progress in the future with Semi and the other Morgans here at Minmore Farms.
Here is Sadie doing the platform.
Here's a session with Sadie. This is Eve's daughter. Sadie's my youngest Morgan. In the arena, we just asked her, even without lead line, to step up on a step up that's even smaller than this step up in my obstacles area. And being that we expect rain any minute, and for sure tomorrow, we decided to come back here in my obstacles area and ask Sadie, she's been walking around, she sees it, to step up. And the hard part might be, Katie, yes, you see, to get her to keep those feet there. And I was explaining to Katie, who's riding Sadie, that we do approach retreat. We ask for small steps with ever so slight a request. So we're going to try it again. We're not rehearsing, we're showing you what's happening back here on stepping up on the platform. Good. She hold her. Let her investigate. Stepped over again. All right, I did bring a lead line. I have my arm extension. If we need to do it with Sadie, we will. Let's see, stop. Okay, back up a little bit. Back up a couple steps. Show her that it's not just forward motion for this kind of a request. Okay, now the hard part is the small step up. Small step, even 1 foot. And we're here in the natural terrain, the deadfall. It's not in the arena. Maybe that's what made it so easy when I did it with her just now in the arena. Okay, so I'm going to take the lead line and the arm extension, and we'll do with Sadie what we did with Semi, and hope to show you the right answer. Watch the visual block. Oop. Make nice with your tool. She needs her left front foot to go forward. Good. Good. Almost. Back her up. Back her up. Okay. There you go. There you go. There you go. All right. Let her stay up there a few more seconds. Step off wherever you're comfortable. It's late in the day, so we probably won't ask for much more. See, though, if she approaches, if she can get Sadie to be willing to offer to bring those front feet forward. If not, I'll put the lead line back on. We'll try to show you success on stepping on the platform with Shadrach, Sun and Shine, Sadie, on a cold, almost rainy day at Minmore Farms. She just overstepped because the step was a little bit too big. You need to ask her for a shorter step. And the way you're going to do that, you're going to ask for forward motion, but then just with the right timing, you're going to do a little bit of reining back and say, oh, not quite that big. There, let her go. There you go. You got it. And let's just let it be for a short period of time. That's Sadie stepping on the platform. Very nice. Please watch www.urbancowgirlchannel.com.
Our cast of characters: Sadie and Eve, Semi, Rusty and Susie, Heifer Calf Sela. For more information, www.urbancowgirlchannel.com.